People in Your Business, Part 3. In this video, standing out from the crowd. Standing out from the crowd is something every business has to do if it wants to succeed. Now you might think that's impossible, but the good news is that most people running businesses either don't know they have to or they don't know how. Again, we look at things from the customer's perspective. We look at the question behind nearly every purchase. Why should I buy from this business? The answer is that you are better at solving their problem, you make the whole transaction a better experience for them, and you can communicate your ability better than your competitors can communicate theirs. So, how do you stand out from the crowd? You need to identify the problem that your customer has, communicate with them and let them know that you understand their situation and can help them out, and also let them know what you do better than your competitors. See, if you aren't better at something, then the only thing left to compete on is price, and that has driven a lot of businesses out of business. There's always somebody who's prepared to do it cheaper. You do not want to compete on price alone, unless your volume is spectacular. Competing on price lowers your margins and overall profit, and that limits your lifestyle. It's never good to have only price to compete on. So, what can you do that none of your competitors does, and how does that make your target customer's life better? And how well do you communicate that to your market? Try this little test. Find one of your advertisements and swap your name and contact details for one of your competitors. Now read the ad again with the new information. If the ad still reads okay, then it has nothing in it that educates your market about why they should buy from you. Instead, it just announces your presence in an industry. You sell furniture, you clean carpets, you're in medical services, but you haven't given them a reason to buy from you. And that's why you get so many phone calls that go something like, "Hi, I just called to find out how much you charge for." Your ad basically trains your market to make that call. So change your ad to resonate with a specific sales channel, and that will attract a better quality, more profitable customer. So, what do you do better than your competitors? What are you the best at? There has to be something, otherwise there is no real reason for people to buy from you. Now, you don't have to be the best in the world, unless you trade worldwide, but you do have to be the best at something in the geographic area that you do trade in. You may have heard it being called USP, or Unique Selling Proposition, or something similar. And now you know why it's important. It may be that you have a product that nobody else has, or you provide a service that your competitors don't, or you've bundled some product and or service that better serve your market than your competitors have. The general rule is to combine things of low real cost but high perceived value with each main purchase. That's why in olden times the server would clean your windscreen when they filled your car with gas, and why today you get all sorts of bonuses when you buy online. Your offer doesn't have to be 100% different. It just has to be unique. I remember going to get my car serviced at a new garage after moving to a new state. When I picked it up, there was a little note on the seat thanking me for choosing them and a single suite. Now the note was just the result of about 27 photocopies. And the total cost to them was a couple of cents, but the effect it had on me was a far higher value than that. And as you can see, many years later, I'm still talking about it. So what you include doesn't even have to relate to your main business, although it is a good idea if it does. You just need to deliver more perceived value than the fee you charge. Most people are looking for value for money more so than cheapest. In fact, many times cheapest isn't really cheapest because it has to be replaced way too soon. The point is that by including other perceived high-value items, you can maintain profit margins. You make more money and your customers are happier. And if you've ever bought something where you were thinking, well, it costs a little more, but, then you already understand the point. It doesn't matter if you bought an upmarket car, fancy clothes, fancy shoes, or a house in a better neighbourhood. You get the idea. To illustrate some of these concepts and bring them together, let's look at the messages I've given you. Now, you know already that I've worked in a mergers and acquisitions practice for a large consulting company, and I've also mentored small to medium enterprises in the Global Entrepreneurs Organisation. I can add to that I have been helping other businesses do better since 1980, and I lost count of the courses I've done, and still do, to help me help my clients better. That means you know that I know what I'm talking about, and you know that I want to help you maximise your business returns. I also connected with you before I knew that you were even looking for help, and you may still not be looking. But now you can at least consider my service if and when you decide you do need some help with your business. Can you see the educational aspects of this approach? How I'm giving you reasons why you should engage my services so that if and when you do decide to hire some help, you know what I can do. So how can you educate your market better?